to work. Jordan standing by with an expert on some tips on separation anxiety.
Yes, thank you, Tina. We're here with Melina DiMartini. She is an author and also an expert, certified dog trainer, especially with dogs suffering from separation anxiety from the Bay Area. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here. This is a subject that I'm tremendously passionate about.
Oh, yes. And, you know, a lot of folks have been spending time at home with their animals, but a lot of people are also heading back to work. First question is, do all dogs actually suffer from some form of separation anxiety? And if so, does it play out the same way?
Yeah, that's such a great question. And good news, not all dogs suffer from separation anxiety. The bad news, I would suspect, if we wanted to look at it that way, is that as of recent research, it looks like about 50% of dogs are suffering from separation anxiety. And if we look at the US alone, that would be about 38 million pet dogs. Now, the symptoms that we typically see, or the ones that are most often reported, are vocalization, so barking, whining, howling. Destruction, so anything from chewing on something to destroying the door, etc. And lastly would be elimination, so peeing or pooping in the home. But these all only occur when the dog is left alone.
And that's sometimes hard because when we leave the dog, we really don't know what they're doing at home. But you're telling us there is something that all pet owners, especially with dogs, can do right now to help with some of the symptoms or some of the anxiety our pets may face, right?
That's right. And the first thing that we have to do, and we're so lucky because in this day and age we have the technology to help us, the first thing that we really must do is use a program like Zoom or Skype or FaceTime and take a look at our dogs when they are left alone. We want to discern if the animal is showing signs of distress. And if they are, there definitely are training steps that we can implement to start to help that dog with his or her anxiety. If they are not, however, I want you to know that it's still important to get your dog sort of built up and acclimated to being left alone in the future. Maybe they haven't been left for many, many months or barely left for that matter.
So it could have, you know, happened, I guess, within this pandemic period, but some other dogs suffered from it from before. How long does training start? I know you offer a program over on your website. Is it the same for every dog, or it depends on, I guess, the severity of the anxiety that they suffer from?
I love this question because it's quite frankly one of the most common questions that I get is how long is this whole process going to take? And it's one of the reasons why I want to emphasize that now, literally right now, is the best time for people to start to work on their dog's home alone time. And realistically, what you said about, you know, it depends on the dog, every dog is an individual, every dog is unique, and the way they display their anxious behavior when left alone is going to be different. Their environment is different. They are different as an individual. So it's important that we understand there is no such thing as the average dog.
And so the program is all different, right? Yes. So
that's right.
So we've got to wrap it up here. So before we go, let everyone know, you know, one more thing about separation anxiety for our dogs and how folks can reach out to you, learn about your program that you offer on your website.
Great, thank you. Yeah, the one thing I want everybody to remember, as hard as it is when you hear it from naysayers that disagree, separation anxiety is a fixable problem. So keep that in mind and know that there's a lot of help. You can come to my website at melinadimartini.com, and we not only have individualized one-on-one programs, but we have an online program that is self-paced as well.
Fantastic, and we'll have all that information up on your screen to help our animals, especially our little pups there, get through this time. So thanks for being with us this morning. We really appreciate it. Tina, over to you.
All right, Unicorn is back and ready for more. So if you have good news,